I want to read you something, a definition of a word, something that I actually want us to, I want to hear your thoughts on. So, the word colorism, it's generally defined as a prejudice or discrimination against individuals with a dark skin tone, based on their skin tone, typically among people of the same ethnic or racial group. So, where as black people, there's some with fairer skin, and so there's some attitudes and discriminatory practices that are deeply ingrained in our society and everything based on just the shade of our skin. Somebody actually literally asked that we address these, that it's not something that people are talking about enough, and so legal frameworks,
we don't want to talk
rules
about
and
it,
about
like
what
it's
in
not
schools
there.
and things like it's left to maybe let me call it humanism. Like it's left to people to try and say people should be able to be fair since they know darker people and whatnot, when honestly it's not the case. So for me, like I'll give you an example of kids of biracial whatever's, how they have nicer softer curly hair and whatnot.
So you said nicer?
And yeah, that's why I said nicer in quotes, nicer, because that's how we branded it. Nicer, it's the nicer hair, it's the good one. Those ones can grow their hair, it's their natural hair. P.S. They can grow their hair in these Ugandan schools that only allow the rest of you to have 1 inch of hair, because you're either curly hair. It's not good enough, and it's going to be hard to manage, almost as if it's the school that's managing it. So those kinds of things. And this one, I don't know, is their head going to, like, exposure to the sun, is it going to kill them?
I remember they used to say that thing that the sun is going to sink.
Yes,
and it's going to like
so
burn.
those kinds of attitudes.
I know a bit, some examples, like media again. I don't know, media, like where you only see light skins on TV.
Yes.
For some reason, it's always light skinned women, taking up the best positions, reading the news, presenting the big shows.
They're
and
more
whatnot.
palatable to the eye.
I'm like, yeah, that's good. They'll tell you, but they are brilliant. Like, yeah, they are. But are you going to really tell me that you chose this person to do this job simply because
this is very
they're brilliant? But you know how they say that your physical appearance is such a key thing when you're going to be on TV and whatnot and things like that. So. And I'm thinking, so in your when you talk about physical appearance, are you saying dark-skinned women or men do not look nice? Yeah. And okay, maybe just to veer this off a bit, there was a time someone posted something and they were asking us about why we have so many Banyankore on TV, but that's a conversation for another day. And the response was that, see, we had this guy, a pen. Gabriel. I'm like, come on. Gabriel was like, just
that one.
He was a light-skinned man. Like he was like light-skinned man. Like
you guys, the guys on TV are usually dark.
Well, because
no. Maybe I don't. I've never noticed.
I'm just saying, like in general, like generally speaking, yeah. If you went. Like if you start to flip your channels and whatnot,
like the women who you see on there,
you're going to see more. You're going to see more you're going to see more light-skinned women than.
There's that station. That station has only dark.
Is it? Are you talking about? Are you attacking BBS? Are you going to attack BBS?
No. There's that station that has.
Can I not talk about other?
Yeah, let's not,
TV stations.
There's a station. No. I'm saying there's a station that has predominantly not dark, not very light. Yeah, as in it's just And
Just
But then the thing is, we can't ignore the fact that the colorism is a thing.
exists.
Whether we do it unconsciously, especially unconsciously, or even cautiously, in our social circles, in our professional spaces and whatnot, like.
And the effects of it.
And that
So
people
for me,
now
my
feel like
friends-
they have to make
My
them
friend's,
change their
question
colors
was,
and
shouldn't
things like
we
that.
like legislate against these things? Say like put in place like fairness policies and whatnot. And for me, in like places of work or like opportunities, so like school or whatever, so that there is no favoritism just because one is considered better just by tone.
But is anyone going to
skin.
admit
And
that
so
that
exactly,
this
so
is
that was my
that this is
point.
why that you know I've let this child or student grow their hair
Yes,
because
they are
they are biracial,
They are
or
biracial.
their skin is.
They actually admit.
They just say,
We
no,
always
that one
knew
is half cast.
that when we were, we always knew that in school that they allow those kids to grow their hair because they are not 100%.
It's not even a medical 100% what?
black.
Oh,
As in,
okay.
we always knew that. So for me, it's not.
I think
But
that's
that,
nice.
that's mine. But I think the thing that needs to be really addressed is that this thing has their effects. Like
So should we actually put in place
Should
like
we just-
fairness policies?
it would work for school.
And workplaces?
Workplaces, I don't know how practical that is.
Oh, you know how like in the States, black teachers will they'll do so much more than other white teachers can because they know that a school will not be able to fire them. Because they have lots of there's so many loopholes in the system that they can exploit as a black person to make a case
Do we have
to like sue.
situations? I don't think so.
Well, because we don't have policies that protect.
Colorism in Uganda is predominantly like at school, and then in society in general, like how
social spaces.
Yeah, social spaces, the media.
Because
you
it's a
keep saying-
perception and preference thing. Yes, so you don't think that
So
legislation
how do
will
we?
work.
Okay, in
Yeah,
those
I don't see how it would work.
in those social spaces, and like especially in the entertainment industry, because entertainment is also a professional space for a lot of people, which is where you would say you most see colorism as a thing.
Dark knuckles.
I'm not going
Just
there.
say.
Yeah, but
Dark
like
elbows.
where you see a video vixen. I'm talking about a video vixen because it's a job, it's someone's job.
With dark knuckles.
You can't, like they have to
What's
go,
with the knuckles and elbows for
you
you?
have to go to the
And
extra
vegetable
mile. You have to go the extra mile to be accepted in this space that I have to make myself light, for me to be accepted as a beautiful person, as an acceptable human being. in
Which
this
I think is
space.
okay. Like if you have chosen that your health isn't your most topmost priority, but making money and getting ahead easy in life
It
is, you should be able to do as you wish
It
as an
is
adult.
okay.
But then
It is
when you
okay,
pass
but
it on
my
to,
question is why do people have to go to those lengths?
because that's how society has
So
made
should we
it.
accept
Exactly.
society?
So
Should we accept
should we
it?
accept that
Try and
this is-
change perceptions of
that this
society.
is- this
Hey,
is
there are
how-
already melanin campaigns online.
Yeah, and
hashtag great
and-
melanin,
yeah,
dark skin women on Instagram,
There's
dark
a song
skin
on
men.
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
so the campaigns carry on. Yeah.
Into it.
But if someone chooses that the best way to get where MJ did is to have lighter skin, and they're not willing to fight every day, well, whatever happened to him? I'm just saying, like, if they figure that that's the way to get wherever, and they're not willing to do the fight every single day with this dark skin, they should be able to just choose.
I think there are people like that who knowingly will go out of their way to become light. However, they're
And then they also do it out of ignorance.
no, they're to do it out of pressure. What do it out of pressure?
It's still a choice.
Yes, it is still a choice.
Pressure or
But then should we add our voice? Shouldn't we add our voice to that and say that, you know what, the people who are causing people, like say for example that guy is,
You who are making us uncomfortable in our skin.
you
should
say
become
like, you know
better
what,
people.
being black is not
Better
good.
human being.
being African, having like I really like the natural hair movement that's taking place right now.
Yeah.
Like
reminding us that
our hair is
That
not
your hair is
bad.
okay.
As in, it's
Yeah.
okay that it's kinky and it's
Yes,
coily,
it's
and
fine.
because that's how it's supposed. That's how we were
Yeah, that's how
created.
it grows out of your hair.
So just like that has done for our natural hair, and we see so many people growing their hair natural right now, can we also embrace our skin and know that it's okay? She's lighter.
no,
This
but
other
see,
person
I
is
can,
darker.
as a human being seated right here, I can accept my skin.
Yeah, and sooner or later
But
the
if my
other-
skin is going to keep me
if it
from
gets
getting,
in the way of your opportunities
yes,
or
of
accessing
me,
opportunities,
yes,
eh?
then it's a problem.
Which is why I say I contradict her and I disagree when she says legislating against this won't help. It may not help everyone, or it may not go as far as changing people's perceptions, but it will protect people of dark skin. What's
What is the
acceptable?
no exactly
dark
what is
or
the
light?
scale of what is like? How do people even come to the point of this person is dark? Because now like you value like are you light? Are you
Hey, I'm fair skinned.
Yeah, very happily.
like
I'm not
like what is the
light-skinned.
scale of
I'm fair.
or
not
does it
light-skinned.
change like differ depending on who is
Yes.
giving you the opportunity?
Yes.
Because like how can
Who
I
and
solve
where
it?
Which
you
is
are.
why in
That's what
places
I-
where people are accessing opportunities or services, I feel that we cannot continue to just leave these things to humanism. Just figure that people will be fair by virtue of them being human beings. No, I feel like in such places we can actually put in place policies that enforce fairness, so that somebody's able to go like, hey, are you firing me because I'm a woman, eh? Because if
I'm
you
a
can't,
dark
because if you
woman.
can't prove my incompetence,
Uh-huh.
if you're keeping on somebody else that's probably doing worse than I am, you're going to have to tell me why. Like, it can't just be, oh, that these are the looks we want on our TV. No way. So yes, I feel like, or that, oh no, now these kids, they will keep their
I feel like
hair
the whole,
just because.
the legislation thing is
No, it will go. It may not solve the entire problem. It won't change people's perceptions and say, for me, this is good lightness. This is good melanin. Or this is not. This is too much. It won't change that, but it will protect people in terms of accessing opportunities and not being discriminated against based on the tone of their skin.
I mean, people are already discriminated against for other things.
Yes, exactly. And you can't keep paying for your dark skin or your. So I think in that case, it makes sense to actually put in place policies that enforce fairness. If it's schools, one person shouldn't get a pass. And you see, that's the trouble with like private enterprise.
So that's why I was saying.
When you're in a private, like in private space, you can choose who you allow into your premises and who you don't. No.
So that's why I was saying.
That's why there needs to be policies
that
of fairness.
that even companies went to that point because they realized that this is what is acceptable. This is what is going to help us pay our taxes. This is what's going to get us the viewership. This is what's working. So why is it that that's what's working?
I recently, I don't know what mug I was looking through, and there was this ferocious.
You mean magazine?
Yes, magazine, sorry. And there was this ferociously dark model. She was so dark.
Like
She
midnight.
was dark.
Dark like midnight.
And she was so beautiful. I wanted to go.
Beauty lies in the hands of the beholder.
But then I saw what their portrayal of that, and I saw what it did to me. Because I started looking at dark people, and honestly, before that, I was also big. I was kind of on the other side, where like in the morning we would like to see a beautiful woman on TV, because it's like flowers instead of maybe a dark, rugged man. Yes, people think like that. But then my attitude and the way I was thinking was challenged by just looking at a magazine with a dark woman being portrayed very beautifully.
That's one way.
So I think just because of what is keeping on being pushed into our faces, we think that is what is
That's what
normal, and
people
that's what
want.
is right, and that's what we should want. So the thing, if we actually want to tackle this thing, the media has a lot to do with it.
just to
Yeah.
add on that, like if
representation.
exactly.